Blessings, everybody, and greetings to you. Today is Monday, it's Miracle Monday, and normally I wouldn't be on social media at this time because during the month of April and the first week of May, I'm actually not on Facebook or Instagram. You may see me sharing some things like sermons and whatnot on Twitter, but other than I'm not on social media. And whenever I'm allowed to come on here and share a video, it won't be all the time, but whenever something is deposited into my spirit that I can share, I'm definitely going to get on here and share. And today, after catching a number of tweets from the new mayor of Atlanta, Georgia, I realized that the date was 4-4, and so for them, they're celebrating their 404 day. So I guess you could say I'm lightweight celebrating too. From Oklahoma, I still have a soft spot for Atlanta, Georgia, and definitely for a sector of people that are out there. And I mean, I have the love of Christ for everybody, but you know what I'm saying. So in beginning to kind of get my morning going, prior to I just began to hear, and I'm an acronym person, so God talks to me in those ways, and He gives me those things, and being that number 4 is the number of creation. If you go back to Genesis, you'll see it was the sun, the moons, and the stars, but it's the number of creation. And so with that, I heard in my spirit, create and release. Create and release. That's a car. That's a car. I told you I like acronyms. And so this began to just flow to me. The car we allow God to take the wheel of. We always talk about Jesus, take the wheel. The car we allow God to take the wheel of is leading us, not will lead us, but is leading us to our purpose of destiny, which is His purposed destiny for us. Yeah, I turned that into a word. If it's not, I use it as a word, purposed, with a D on the end. The car we allow God to take the wheel of is leading us to our purpose of destiny, which is His purposed destiny for us. And I wanted to, blessed Jesus, I wanted to share Proverbs 16:3, and I have the New Living Translation, the New International Version, the New King James Version, and the Amplified Version. I really love the Amplified Version. When something is amplified, it's just like it's kicked up a few notches. It's, you have that elaboration. I like it. I'm a very passionate person. But I'm going to share all 4. And I'm going to start with the New Living Translation. It says, commit your actions to the Lord, and your plans will succeed. So the New International Version reads, commit to the Lord whatever you do, and He will establish your plans. Whatever you do. So the New King James Version reads, commit your works to the Lord, and your thoughts will be established. That's a blessed thing when your thoughts are established. When your thoughts come into manifestation. Blessed God. And the Amplified Version reads, commit your works to the Lord. Submit and trust them to Him. and your plans will succeed if you respond to His will and guidance. If you respond to His will and guidance. How many of us have gotten out of alignment with His will and decided to guide ourselves? In a few circles, maybe? A few detours? Yeah. But it's always a blessing when we come back into alignment, and how He's merciful with us and how He graces us. Even in our times of being a prodigal, He graces us and gives us redemption of time and brings us back into alignment, allows us to come back into alignment with Him. The one thing that we don't want to do is to become bitter in the rebuke. Don't become bitter in the rebuke. Sit and understand that there's a reason for it. Just like when we were younger, we used to get a whooping or got grounded because we did something that we weren't supposed to do. And usually we knew we weren't supposed to do it, but we did it anyway in hopes that we wouldn't get caught. Well, with the Lord, He sees everything. So it's like, we know we're going to get caught. We just sometimes in our ignorance think that we can kind of outsmart. I don't know. That's just ignorance. Blessed Jesus. Grace. Thank you, God, for grace and mercy. But He gives us redemption of time to come back into that place with Him. And in that, He shows us and guides us and loves on us in the midst of it all. Isn't that a great Father? Yeah. But I wanted to share that with you all today, and just give you some encouraging words and some motivation about 4-4-2-2. We can talk about the double portion all day. We know. I think there's a domino effect from the message from our Father about that. There's so much going on in the spirit realm that is beginning to manifest and that is going to continue to manifest. And I'm just glad that I have decided to surrender and let Him take the wheel of the car. and I'm just riding. So let Him take the wheel. Create and release. Create and release. This is a time to create and release for the kingdom. Create and release. He told me, I cannot take it into my hands until you release it from yours. So we have to know this. He cannot take whatever it is that we have, that we've created, into His hands until we release it from ours. So trust and know, I'm pointing every finger at Brandy too. I'm sorry for those who don't know me. I did not say my name at the beginning. I am Brandy. But I'm pointing at Brandy too. So create and release. Create and release. And know that everything that you commit to Him is going to prosper. It shall be established, and it's going to prosper because His breath is upon it. All right? You guys have a blessed rest of your Monday. This is Miracle Monday, so let's move like that miraculously and let our Father do His thing. All right? You guys be blessed.